I want to name this video Earning Love from Yourself, or Earning Love for Yourself, by yourself, and from yourself. It has struck my mind right now. I showered and I thought it's such a hilarious phenomenon that I claim to know at least 4 to 5 languages, and I know what exactly a person feels when I talk to that person because I claim to be an empath, or like I claim to sympathize that person so well that I know what that person for 100% feeling, or I know how to optimize a working process because I have this vision and I know how it should be, and then I know like how I claim that, like how many videos I watched about self-exploration, self-education, self-development. Oh my god, what it is to develop yourself, I have no idea. What I can say is it's striking to me how I claim that I know things about others and how much information I actually store here in this overthinking brain every day, but how I don't know myself. And then you start thinking, oh my god, how can you know something else when you don't know yourself? How to know thyself, very ancient concept. And then what do I really know? Kind of knowing, trying to get to know those steps, or that area of your consciousness is actually impossible because it's more of a subconscious thing. And what you know, or you claim to have obtained or behave in a certain way, it's kind of the programs that you do have. You do own those programs, but they probably were mostly instilled in your subconsciousness, and I literally have no idea what to do with them. As much as I am a fan of psychology and psychotherapy, you gotta live and you gotta observe yourself all the time in order to pick up, oh, this is what I'm doing when I'm like this, and maybe it's not me, but my program. And then after talking to my parents, let's say, after like 4 years of separation, physical separation due to COVID, you notice some patterns of behavior that you don't actually own. You were not inherently with those thoughts or patterns of behavior, or reactions, let's say. Oh my god, reaction. Oh, I thought that reaction is kind of authentic to every person. Nope. Apparently this gesture, even this gesture, I'm very similar with my sister, and then some of the things I inherited from my grandma or her grandma or my mother and her mother, and I said it again, but anyway, it doesn't matter. You know, trying to ground myself, and always, because my brain is always seeking for answers, and I realized it by observing it for some good chunk of time. But what is making me confused so much is realization of how much I know about the world without actually knowing real things about myself. Like recently I have amazing enormous chances to notice oh, maybe this shampoo is not good for my skin, or maybe this clothes doesn't really go well with my skin, or maybe this cosmetics, even if it is organic, maybe it's not for me. And oh, maybe like how much I know about how you should live. You know, all those people, each of them tell their truth though, but how much it took me to realize that each and every person who told me how to live, they were just sharing their own experiences and their own realizations. I have no idea how to own what I know, because everything that I know is not about myself. Going back to the first sentence of the video, I know what's the best time to wake up in yoga, for example. It's brahmacharya, it's 4:30 before this 90 minutes before sunrise, and then you do all those practices in traditional, like let's say, circumstances, and just blindly taking that in, thinking that, oh, that's the right answer, this is finally what I needed to know my whole life. And then you just try that and you feel, yes, this is 100% true, because somebody told you that. And my brain is just working like this, and I cannot blame myself, I cannot shame myself for this, because if I continue to blame myself for being like this, I will never get better. It's just the point of it's just the moment of simple observation. Oh, this is how I actually do it. A lot of words like regurgitate or copy paste, they have this negative context, like podtext, I would say, but we all do this every day, and I have no idea why do I still think that I'm so special, like trying to figure out like my life by trying to find the best way, the best wake up time, the best product to use, the best clothes to wear, the best, like best, not meaning the best in quality, the best in price, the best and the most expensive. No, the best in terms of like for example, intelligent best. Like when you say, you don't live in Tokyo paying like $3,000 for your apartment. You don't, like that kind of shit. Like, whew, how much I own it. Jesus Christ, I do have that part of myself. But I always wanted to be better than any other average person of my age or of my circumstance. And let's say I am a white Caucasian 24-year-old living and working in Japan, graduated university. Like, how many of me there are? How many people of the same condition say they are? I would say not many, but then apparently there are many, and then you're not so special anymore. Perfect. Well, I didn't go to study economics at university because I thought it's basic. Or I didn't go study Chinese, I went to study Japanese because I thought, oh, Japanese is more interesting. And it is, to me, inherently more interesting than Chinese. But then, it was interesting to me when I was 13 due to some certain circumstances. But both languages are amazing and beautiful and interesting. And I do get some thoughts to maybe start Chinese too. Going back to this thought of me trying to be better and to look better in the eyes of people that are potentially gonna be criticizing or valuing me, like validating, let's say. Not validating? No, validating is different. I strive for validation, but like, how come I strive for validation of every other person that I don't even know? But I never strive for validation from myself. I never wanted to see myself as a person, because I always thought there is not enough of me. And oh my god, it's how many videos from psychologists I've watched, like self-education. I mean, 2 years of therapy, but you live while studying about yourself, while learning about yourself. You do live. And actually, I find that the most tangible way to learn about yourself is actually live through that again, observe it, and then try to actually impact that from the point of the observer. Because you take responsibility for your thoughts, even if they're coming from your subconscious. You take responsibility for your thoughts and emotions and feelings, even though they might have been coming programmed in you due to your environment, nature, nurture, whatever, everything. It's fine. It's just you. So it's that little moment of you realizing, Jesus Christ, I've been trying to gain love from every fucking person, but not me. And it's crushing but liberating, and confusing but clarifying at the same time. And at this moment in my life, I feel that it's my task, it's my homework to do, to realize, well, what's going on, like, here. My strive to learn languages, or try to, like, let's say, learn a lot of different languages. I was exploring, trying to figure out where was that mirror where I could see myself and say, oh, this language I like because it speaks to my soul. Yes, there is an aspect like that. But then at the same time, I was trying to see, okay, is Arabic or Spanish gonna tell me how to be a better version of myself? And maybe this topic is not really relevant to people who don't study a lot of languages, but anyway, we all go somewhere, we all dive deeper somewhere to learn about ourselves. And to me, ultimately, this is the goal of life, to learn about thyself. So I'm just sharing here my genuine reaction to my realization that I was never trying to find to earn love from my own self. Like let's say there is one me and there is another me, and I would never please her trying to say, please love me. Because people pleasing is egoism. It's selfishness in the pure form, pure shape. Because you're trying to please a person so that person would love you and you feel safe and nice and good, and you don't have to, like, try to survive, let's say, right? But let's say you don't need anyone else. And because I always was looking for external validation since a young age, it never crossed my mind. It never crossed my mind that I could, if I know how to earn love, I could try to earn love from myself. So how do I do it? Okay, I thought about it. Like, how do I, like, say, hello, can you please love me? I'll do this and this and this for you. Reframing whatever I am doing for other people, or I was doing for other people. Reframing and trying to project on myself and direct to myself. I just find a contradiction on a contradiction. I'm breaking my own promises. I'm saying I'm gonna do this, but I'm never doing this. Or I always say that I lack discipline and never do this. I give up on myself before even trying. At the point of thinking, even if I force myself to kind of get this habit of, like, cooking for myself, let's say, right? I do it, I force myself. It's so forced that I'm like, oh, why am I doing this? It's not authentic. Okay, I'm gonna quit, and I stop, and I just continue my own subconsciously put in my program, right? So I'm going back all the time, every freaking time I'm going back, and it's okay. It's just, I'm so excited about the fact that I'm finally realizing it. It's like, I never in my life had a bigger realization about myself. Yes, I did know I'm curious, I did know I'm kind, I did know I'm, like, serving, I am intelligent, or I am I need fairness in my life, let's say. I didn't know I'm judging. I didn't know I am I need external validation, or I am dependent on others' opinions. I didn't know that, but I never thought, like, I was always trying to fix it without actually listening to myself. So in this video, I'm just sharing my thoughts. I'm not trying to teach someone, this is how you should do it. No. I genuinely do not think that anyone could teach someone. Teaching is giving a learner an opportunity to learn. That's the thing. This is what teaching is. And like, we have like mentoring, coaching, like all those different subcategories. But then inherently, when you're a learner and you want to learn, you will not need a teacher. You just need an opportunity to learn. And those opportunities, there are many. So for me, what I learned today about myself is, as much as I am skilled to please others, I can try and redirect and reshape my consciousness about it and try to please myself. And this is what a lot of people are saying, like, you should learn how to love yourself. Love yourself and please yourself, they're different. And before loving yourself, you have to learn how to please yourself. In my case, because I am the people pleaser, and I would say I'm almost ex people pleaser, but I still kind of sometimes just like go back. So I'm gonna use my skills of ex former people pleaser and try to actually focus on myself, because life is about it. And I think I felt it once for some period of my life where I was really fulfilled and I felt amazing and I felt, oh my god, I'm so high just by living. I don't need alcohol, I don't need any substances, I don't need anything. I just am so happy to be alive. And waking up to myself and waking up and saying, oh my god, good morning, I feel so good to looking in the mirror, and oh my god, just being so high on myself. So I'm so happy I realized it. And this is the inherent freedom I want to be pursuing. Earning love from thyself. Let's get started.